I'm Barry Tramel, and I think the Oklahoma Sooners will have a just fine quarterback this football season.
Yeah, just how good he is may go a long way to determining just how good the Sooners are. From the Opopka Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Barry, offensive line was obviously a problem last year for the Sooners, but they're supposed to be improved. If they are, we could really see a big step forward for Landry Jones.
I think Landry Jones is going to be a very good quarterback. Is he going to be an all-star? I don't know. Is he going to be a Heisman contender, which somebody have said? I doubt it. But I think the jump from his freshman to his sophomore year is going to be very dramatic. Well, I know that we've compared him some to other redshirt freshman years. Sam Bradford was very good in 2007 as a redshirt freshman. The problem was Sam Bradford got to spend that spring and that competing for that job, and that August of 2007, knowing it was his job. Landry Jones was thrown into the fire against Brigham Young, and then thrown back into the fire against Texas. So I think he's going to be much more comfortable this year, a much better player. I don't think you're going to see him throwing the ball to 5 interceptions as he did in Lincoln. Star, I don't know, but I think he's going to be a very solid quarterback.
Yeah, I think we'll learn some stuff really early in the season, too, with Landry Jones. The non-conference schedule that the Sooners have, you see an early season game against Florida State. Christian Ponder, the Florida State quarterback, is a guy being mentioned as a possible Heisman candidate. And seeing these two players on the field together, it'll give us a decent idea of what Landry looks like against another guy that's being thought highly of. I'm like Barry. I don't think that Landry Jones will be a Heisman candidate this season, but play well in that game, start to establish yourself and have a really good year. And going into next year, I think he could be mentioned among those Heisman candidates. But Barry, I think a really telling game early in the season will be that first road game at Cincinnati, a team that's not necessarily known for great defense, but they are known for great offense. And that's going to be a real test because the Cincinnati fans will no doubt be fired up for that game. Landry Jones did not play well on the road last year. If he can go on the road and play well, I think that could be a sign of where his season may head.
I agree. I think Landry Jones, the tale of Landry Jones' season will be told on the road. He did not played okay at Kansas, but he did not play well in Lubbock or Lincoln, and did not play particularly well in the neutral site games against Brigham Young and Texas. So we saw him play very well in the Sun Bowl, though. So I think that Cincinnati game is huge for him. One thing to look at is this. Bob Stoops really building up the running game, and DeMarco Murray talking about how much he wants to get DeMarco the ball, how much he wants to run the ball. I think that's a good sign for Landry Jones. If the Sooners can run the ball, think of the pressure that takes off of Landry Jones. I think that even elevates his production this season.
Well, and I think the other thing to remember, too, is that last year was kind of an extra credit year for Landry Jones, if you will. I mean, obviously he wanted to go out and win as many games as he could, but that season turned to a non-national championship season and really a non-Big 12 championship season fairly quickly. He got a chance to go out there, and while there's pressure whenever you're playing quarterback for Oklahoma, it wasn't the pressure that could have been on had they been in contention for championships. So now we're going to get to see what he's like, knowing he's going into this season as the quarterback. We'll see what sort of steps he took during the summer. What kind of a leader did he become? What sort of imprint did he put on this team as its starting quarterback during summer when those guys were getting together and going through drills on their own and going through off-season conditioning? We'll get a chance to see what sort of imprint he has, and that could go a long way to determining what kind of team we see on the field this year for the Sooners. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahomans.